As Priya mentioned, we have seen systematic and conflict-related sexual violence receive more attention, media coverage, research, and investigations conducted. But what came with that was additional attention, was more people engaging with survivors who did not always have the training, the skills, sensitivity, or even understanding of such crimes and survivors involved. So the Murad Code project came out of a need to improve the ways that documenters, all of us, the broad definition of documenters, engage with survivors. And a natural starting place for the Murad Code was to speak to survivors themselves. It's not very often that as documenters that we get to go back and speak with survivors we've engaged with or interviewed and ask them, how was your experience with us? The Survivor's Perspective resource, in our own words, was that opportunity. In Our Own Words is a compilation of survivors' perspectives, their insights, and their messages for all of us practitioners of how we can do our work more effectively, more ethically, and more sensitively, and ultimately better assist and support survivors. It informed the Murad Code project as a whole, and it also accompanies it as a standalone resource, which is the booklet that you received online as part of this event. I had the privilege to speak with 58 men and women from 9 different countries and conflicts and from diverse backgrounds. We tried to get a cross-section of survivors and the types of documenters that they engaged with. These men and women volunteered to speak with me about their experiences when they spoke to documenters. And that methodology is detailed in the resource, so I won't go into too much detail about it, but you can learn about it there. And in my conversations with survivors, I asked basic open questions such as, why did you choose to speak to someone? How did you feel before speaking? What were your concerns, if any? What was that experience like for you when you spoke with a documenter? What helped you open up and tell your story? What silenced you or shut you down? What would you like documenters to know before they engage with a survivor? And how can documenters help empower survivors more? And we recognize that survivors had both positive and negative experiences when they disclosed their accounts, their stories. There is no monolithic survivor experience.